In this video, I'm going to share a secret with you. A secret so rare, so dangerous, that most people will never possess it. A secret once reserved for kings, generals, and rulers who bent the world to their will. This secret is the foundation of influence, of respect, of fear, and of loyalty. With it, you won't need to chase approval. People will seek yours. You won't need to prove yourself. Your very presence will do that for you. And the doors that were once locked will open before you without a key. What is this secret? Forget everything you've heard about self-help mantras or timid advice like stand tall, speak up, smile more. That's child's play. That's the surface. True confidence doesn't come from repeating words in the mirror. It comes from deep within you, from a place most people are afraid to face. You see, ordinary men try to convince the world they are strong. But the truly powerful, they don't need to convince anyone. They walk as if the crown is already on their head. They don't beg for approval. They grant it. They don't chase loyalty. They command it. And when you master this, you'll no longer live as an ordinary man. You will live as a sovereign, a ruler in a world of subjects. So listen carefully, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to take you inside that secret, inside the mind of Machiavelli. And when you understand it, you will never see yourself or the world the same again. Most people think confidence is a posture. They imagine puffed chests, firm handshakes, or rehearsed lines. They believe repeating, "I am confident" in the mirror will somehow summon it into existence. That is the illusion sold by self-help and Instagram gurus. Confidence as a costume. It's fake, and it fails the moment someone challenges you, criticizes you, or ignores you. Real confidence isn't performative. It's internal, invisible, and untouchable. It doesn't rely on applause, approval, or validation. The people who possess it, truly possess it, don't need to say they are strong, smart, or attractive. They act with certainty that forces recognition, whether the world agrees or not. This is the first secret most people will never understand. Ordinary confidence is dependent. Psychopathic confidence is independent. Here's how ordinary people fail. They constantly seek permission. They measure themselves against others, comparing their looks, status, and possessions. A promotion, a compliment, a like on social media becomes a vaccine against doubt. But when these external markers vanish, so does their confidence. They crumble, stumble, and retreat. Weakness masquerades as insecurity. Psychopathically confident people don't need permission. They know their worth is not dictated by others. They are the glitch the world cannot categorize. They do not compete for attention. They command it by presence alone. Every movement, every word, every pause is calculated subconsciously to reinforce the unshakable aura of self-worth. Ordinary confidence imitates power. Psychopathic confidence creates it. The first step to transcending ordinary confidence is to erase dependency. Stop performing for people who cannot define you. Stop seeking approval from a system that is indifferent to your existence. The moment you understand that nobody owes you respect or even attention, you gain freedom. Freed from needing their validation, your actions become deliberate, unforced, and magnetic. Next, focus on internal calibration. Most people anchor their self-worth to external chaos. Instagram likes, compliments, friends' envy, or their salary. This is a fatal weakness. Psychopathically confident people anchor themselves to one constant, their own internal logic. They ask, do I see myself as powerful, capable, and untouchable? If the answer is yes, the world is forced to reconcile with it. Internal belief precedes external recognition. If you attempt the reverse, chasing recognition first, you will fail. Always. A practical exercise: remove all mirrors of approval from your environment. Unfollow social media accounts that trigger comparison. Stop asking for feedback on every small decision. Begin operating silently and deliberately, letting outcomes speak for you. Watch how people respond when you no longer seek their affirmation. Curiosity, respect, fear. You are no longer a participant in the social game. They are reacting to you. Finally, understand a terrifying truth. Confidence terrifies the unprepared. When someone behaves with quiet certainty, they create a void that others instinctively fill. Ordinary people fill voids with chatter, explanations, and excuses. Psychopathically confident people fill them with presence, silence, and immutable self-assurance. The room bends without anyone consciously realizing why. To summarize part 1, ordinary confidence is fragile, performative, and dependent on external validation. Psychopathic confidence is invisible, internalized, and self-sufficient. It doesn't need to be broadcast. It commands. To begin building it, erase dependency on approval. Anchor your self-worth internally. Operate deliberately and silently. Observe how people react when you no longer ask for permission. This is not a simple mindset shift. It is a strategic transformation of your very presence. A recalibration of how the world perceives you before you even speak. If you follow these steps, you will begin to move differently, think differently, and be treated differently. Ordinary confidence dies in the presence of real power. Psychopathic confidence is power itself. The greatest weakness in most people is the subtle addiction to approval. They crave compliments, recognition, and validation from anyone willing to give it. This is why most confident people crumble the moment they are ignored, criticized, or excluded. Their self-worth is not their own. It is lent to them by others. And anyone who controls the flow of that approval controls them. Psychopathically confident individuals are different. They need no one's permission to exist, to speak, or to act. They operate with a sovereignty that makes them untouchable. They are internally sufficient. They understand a fundamental truth. If you allow your value to be defined externally, you will always be weak. Here's the Machiavellian principle. Self-sufficiency is power. When you stop seeking approval, you stop being predictable. People no longer know how to manipulate you with praise or criticism. You are a force that moves according to your own logic, not the social expectations of others. Your decisions are guided by strategy, not fear of judgment. And this is terrifying to ordinary minds. They cannot read you, they cannot categorize you, and they cannot influence you. Start with your achievements. Stop broadcasting them. If you bought a car, got a promotion, or traveled to Paris, let it remain unspoken unless your actions naturally reveal it. Ordinary people advertise to be admired. The psychopathic, confident person creates silent impact. People notice, they respect, they envy. But the recognition is a byproduct, not the goal. The goal is self-sovereignty. Next, stop apologizing for your choices. Every unnecessary apology is a declaration of weakness. Every attempt to justify yourself is a subtle request for permission. Psychopathically confident individuals speak and act with precision. They announce no explanations. If you choose to wear black in a room of color, to speak less, or to walk alone, own it. Let no one's opinion dictate your behavior. When others react, it is their problem, not yours. Another critical step: internalize your worth. Rate yourself independently of others. If you feel a 6 out of 10 today, increase it to 8 internally. This is not arrogance. It is a tactical mindset. People cannot see the invisible foundation of self-sufficiency you are building, but they feel it instinctively. They perceive importance, authority, and inevitability in your presence because you have assigned it to yourself first. Practice consistent indifference. People will test you, mock you, and challenge your preferences. Stand firm. Do not bend. Psychopathically confident individuals choose their battles selectively. They do not justify, defend, or debate trivialities. They make decisions quietly, act decisively, and allow outcomes to reinforce their reputation. Others will attempt to judge you. Let them. Judgment has no power over someone who needs no one's validation. A practical exercise. Engage in a social setting and deliberately refuse to follow the herd. Express an authentic opinion without softening it. Walk your own path in conversation and decision-making. You will notice something remarkable. People begin to chase you for alignment rather than the other way around. Approval flows to you, not because you demanded it, but because your self-sufficiency forces acknowledgement. Finally, understand a brutal reality. Dependency is a leash. Those who rely on approval, affection, or praise are always at the mercy of the giver. By severing that dependency, you not only protect yourself, you weaponize your independence. Psychopathically confident individuals are untouchable because they have nothing to lose and everything to control. This is not a lesson in humility. It is a lesson in power. Self-sufficiency is the invisible fortress around your mind and presence. The moment you need no one's approval, you are free to dominate every social interaction, every room, and every challenge. Ordinary confidence is fragile. Psychopathic confidence is sovereign. Most people spend their lives hiding weaknesses, apologizing for flaws, and trying desperately to appear perfect. This is why they fail. Flaws are not liabilities. They are untapped weapons. Psychopathically confident people understand this principle and exploit it ruthlessly. The moment you accept your weaknesses, you neutralize every attempt by others to manipulate, belittle, or intimidate you. Step 1. Embrace brutal honesty about yourself. Stop pretending. If you are short, socially awkward, bald, or physically weak, acknowledge it internally and externally. Say it without fear. Say it without shame. The world reacts not to perfection, but to the fearlessness with which you present yourself. When someone tries to use your weakness against you, you've already removed their leverage. Step 2. Reframe your flaws as tools of influence. Every weakness can be turned into advantage if you control its narrative. Being short? You are quicker, more precise, more calculated. Bald? You look decisive, disciplined, and unavoidable. Awkward? Your unpredictability keeps people off balance and underestimates your mind. The key is strategic ownership. Make people notice your flaw, but never let them see it as a weakness. Step 3. Subvert expectation. Use your flaws to disarm others. If someone mocks you, respond with calm indifference or subtle humor. Let them sense your lack of fear. A critic testing your confidence only succeeds if you react with insecurity. Your power lies in your silence, your composure, and the knowledge that no judgment can touch you. Step 4. Turn limitations into identity. People are drawn to those who own themselves completely. Your weakness becomes a signature trait, a mark of someone untouchable. Steve Jobs was called abrasive, arrogant, and demanding, but those traits became his authority. Elon Musk is criticized for being blunt, unpredictable, and obsessive, but that unpredictability is magnetic. The lesson is clear. Flaws, when controlled, become hallmarks of dominance. Step 5. Exploit contrast. Psychopathically confident people manipulate perception by juxtaposing flaws with strength. A small man who moves like a predator dominates a room. A bald, gruff individual commands attention with sharp intelligence and decisive speech. The world expects weakness, And when it encounters strength disguised as imperfection, it is disoriented, intimidated, and compelled to respect you. Step 6. Internalize imperfection as armor. Weakness only matters if you let it matter. Every insecurity you once feared becomes a shield. Every criticism slides off like rain on stone. Your mind becomes a fortress because it is built on acceptance and tactical advantage, not fragile ego. Those who attack you are confronted with someone untouchable, someone operating on their own rules. Step 7. Practice deliberate exposure. Reveal minor flaws confidently to create psychological dissonance. If people expect vulnerability and see none, they are forced to respect and sometimes fear you. This is the essence of psychopathic confidence. The ability to turn expectation into power. The ability to take what is seen as weakness and make it untouchable, intimidating, and magnetic. Practical exercise. Choose one trait you consider a flaw. Embrace it openly in a social or professional setting. Observe reactions. Do not defend it. Do not apologize. Simply let it exist, paired with composed behavior. You will notice people subconsciously recalibrating. They respect you more. They hesitate to criticize you further, and your presence becomes memorable. Ordinary people hide flaws and remain weak. Psychopathically confident individuals own their imperfections, manipulate perception, and convert vulnerability into dominance. Every flaw becomes a weapon. Every criticism becomes a test they cannot fail. Weakness is no longer a liability. It is a statement. I am complete. I am dangerous. The world you see online is a trap. Instagram, TikTok, and every feed you scroll is a meticulously constructed illusion. A stage where everyone performs the best version of themselves. Most people consume this illusion and measure their worth against a fantasy, convincing themselves they are inadequate, less successful, less attractive, less capable. This is poison. Ordinary confidence cannot survive in this environment. Psychopathic confidence thrives precisely because it is immune to it. Here's the truth. Nothing you see online is reality. That girl with perfect skin and a flawless body, filters, lighting, angles, that man posting exotic travel photos, one trip, edited to look like a lifetime of adventure. Every highlight reel you consume is curated deception. Yet the human mind instinctively compares, judges, and undervalues itself. This is why so many feel invisible, small, or unworthy despite achievements, intelligence, or talent. The first step to psychopathic confidence in the modern age is internal calibration. Your value is not dictated by likes, comments, followers, or impressions. Your value is assigned internally. Rate yourself, enforce that rating, and live according to it. If you feel like a 6 out of 10 today, make it 8 in your mind. No one else matters. Social media is irrelevant to someone who has already assigned themselves unassailable importance. Next, understand the illusion of competition. Everyone online is performing, pretending, or exaggerating. They are not your rivals. They are actors on a stage. Psychopathically confident individuals do not compete in illusions. They operate in reality. They invest energy where it matters. Real-world influence, skill, and presence. When you stop chasing validation from screens, you stop draining yourself emotionally. You conserve power. You become the anomaly others notice, but cannot predict. Another critical principle: detachment from envy. Ordinary people see wealth, beauty, or popularity and feel small. They try to imitate, compete, or criticize. Psychopathically confident people recognize the absurdity of comparison. They measure themselves only against themselves, only against their own growth, strategy, and mastery. The rest of the world, curated posts, filtered lives, temporary attention, is irrelevant. Their confidence is untouched. You must also master selective disclosure. In the digital age, every post is a declaration. Posting too much signals insecurity, neediness, or desperation for attention. Psychopathically confident individuals reveal nothing unless it serves a strategic purpose. Let outcomes, achievements, and influence manifest naturally. When others notice your success without you broadcasting it, your value is amplified. The unseen is always more powerful than the advertised. Practical exercise. Take a week off social media. Observe your mind. Notice how unnecessary comparison, anxiety, and distraction disappear. Notice the clarity in decision-making, the calm in social interactions, and the increase in self-directed energy. Psychopathic confidence is untouchable by trends, opinions, or illusions because it does not rely on external markers. You are a fortress the digital world cannot breach. Finally, understand this subtle Machiavellian truth. Value is always self-assigned before it is recognized externally. If you act, speak, and carry yourself with unshakable internal worth, people will notice. Authority, respect, and admiration will follow. Social media cannot grant it, nor can anyone diminish it. The more you resist the illusion, the more you dominate perception. Ordinary people are enslaved by appearances. Psychopathic individuals control them. Ordinary confidence crumbles in the face of envy, comparison, and illusion. Psychopathic confidence ignores the stage entirely, commanding attention without performing. Your worth does not exist online. It exists in reality, in your actions, in your presence, and in the unshakable knowledge that you are in control of perception, power, and respect. By now, you've learned the foundation. Confidence is internal. Self-sufficiency is power. Weaknesses are weapons, and illusions cannot touch you. But to become truly psychopathic in your confidence, you must reach the final form. A state of fearlessness that makes you untouchable in every social, professional, and personal arena. Fear is the invisible leash that keeps most people compliant, average, and weak. Fear of judgment, failure, rejection, or insignificance controls every decision they make. Psychopathically confident individuals kill fear at its root. They are fearless, not because life has always been easy, but because they have systematically removed every dependency, every illusion, and every need for external validation. Fear is meaningless to them. Criticism slides off. Betrayal becomes irrelevant. Rejection is nothing more than information they can use. Step 1. Eliminate neediness completely. Neediness is the scent of weakness. When you require attention, approval, or validation, you broadcast your vulnerabilities. The final form requires absolute self-containment. You act because it aligns with your purpose and strategy, not because others might like it. Neediness is the enemy. Independence is your armor. Step 2. Act ruthlessly, silently, and deliberately. Psychopathically confident individuals do not over-explain or seek consensus. They execute decisions with precision, understanding that every action communicates far more than words ever could. Silence is their tool, observation is their weapon, and unpredictability is their advantage. Ordinary people talk to appear powerful. The truly confident act to be undeniable. Step 3. Dominate perception through presence. Every room, every interaction, every conversation becomes an arena where your internal authority is felt before you speak. Walk deliberately. Stand deliberately. Speak deliberately. This is not arrogance, it is inevitability. When you move as if you already own the world, people unconsciously defer, admire, or fear you. They cannot resist the signal you send. Power. Unshakable and absolute. Step 4. Embrace selective engagement. The final form does not waste energy on every battle or every person who challenges them. They choose carefully where to invest attention, where to exert influence, and where to reveal strength. Every response is strategic. Every appearance is calculated. By showing the world that your presence is scarce, valuable, and intentional, you multiply your influence exponentially. Step 5. Internalize imperviousness to criticism. The psychopathic, confident individual is untouchable because they understand that opinion is not power. Words, judgments, and gossip hold no dominion over a mind that trusts itself absolutely. When attacked, they respond with calm, composure, and strategic silence. They allow others' judgments to reveal weakness in the speaker, not themselves. Step 6. Project fearlessness through authenticity. People are drawn to authenticity because it signals certainty, purpose, and control. Pretension collapses under scrutiny. Authenticity dominates effortlessly. The final form is not a mask, it is a reality. You are who you are, untouchable, immovable, and mesmerizing, and the world adjusts accordingly. Step 7. Continuously evolve. Psychopathic confidence is not static. It grows, sharpens, and adapts. Every failure is a lesson, every criticism a tool, every interaction a data point for refinement. Complacency is death. Evolution is power. To maintain the final form, you must constantly refine your presence, strategy, and understanding of human psychology. Psychopathic confidence is not a habit. It is a total transformation of mind, presence, and influence. Ordinary people will never understand it. They chase attention, validation, and approval, while you move silently, fearlessly, and ruthlessly toward dominance. When you reach this state, you are untouchable, admired, feared, and obeyed without needing to demand it. Now it's your turn. Begin today. Execute every principle, own every flaw, control every perception, and watch as the world bends around your presence, powerless to resist. If you found this useful and want more ruthless strategies for dominance, social mastery, and psychopathic confidence, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is only the beginning. Those who follow will learn to move through the world untouchable, unstoppable, and entirely in control.